Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
This is your call to action. Get prepared, America. Economy, survival, energy, disasters. This is USAPrepares.com. Informative radio, educational radio. Interact now by emailing instructor@USAPrepares.com or text at 434-390-7953. Class, please take your seats. Now, your instructor, Vincent Finelli.
Everyone all set, cocked, locked, blissed? There we go. Your dial set correctly to USAPrepares.com. We're delighted you're with us in class today. And if you'd like to call in, 866-582-9933, 866-582-9933. There's a link to your instructors on the website, USAPREPARES.com. John is engineering the broadcast in Minnesota. I'm Vincent Finelli. Dr. Norman Shealy is with us. Welcome, Dr. Norman Shealy.
Good morning, Vincent. How are you? Other than bliss.
I am well, Dr. Shealy, and I am blissed. And we have also with us today Lou Cassady. And let me just introduce Lou Cassady for a few seconds. Now, Lou has been a electronics hobbyist since very young, before 10 years old. And he's built tube projects, transistor projects, and he was digging into radios and fixing radios. By 9 years old, he was repairing televisions. By 10 years old, he was very, very interested in electronics. And so he worked for Emerson Electronics as a lead technician on radar systems, and he worked for IBM as a customer engineer repairing mainframe computers. And he went on to design and hold a patent for a medical device. And he's a ham radio operator, and he's been to all of our expos. Welcome, Lou Cassady.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hi, Lou.
So, Lou, you and Dr. Shealy and I are going to be talking about a technology that both of you are extremely interested in. It's called PEMF, Pulsed Electro-Magnetic Field Devices, and the benefits for the human body. And so we're gonna talk about what they are, how they work, and my understanding is that you are in the development stage of the electronics, and you've built a prototype, and you brought the prototype with you to the expo number 7 in March here in Lebanon, Missouri, and you and Dr. Shealy were experimenting with it, and you're going through testing right now. Is that right?
Yes, we're testing it now, and going to see what all it can do.
Okay, so Lou, why don't we start with what is a pulsed electromagnetic field?
Okay, well, I've got a page here I've written up on it that's kind of an overview of PEMF, and I'll just read that off. PEMF is pulsed electromagnetic field. Natural PEMF comes from more than 7 million lightning bolts that strike the earth every day. These flashes of energy from above resonate and ring the proverbial bell of the ionosphere to an average note of 7.83 hertz, also known as the Schumann resonance. From below the earth comes the natural geomagnetic PEMF field of 11.79 hertz. Our bodies have been exposed to and resonate at these natural low Earth frequencies ever since man has been around on planet Earth. Now, we can generate our own PEMF by driving a coil of wire with a short, high current, low voltage pulse of electricity at Earth frequencies, at the low Earth frequencies from 0 to 30 hertz. This results in a short pulse of magnetic flux that mimics the Earth's natural fields and the frequencies that our cells and tissues absorb and resonate. And back in time, Nikola Tesla once said to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, how does this relate to the human body? Well, inside of each of our cells are 200 to 300 mitochondria. They turn the food you eat into electrical energy or electrons in a high energy state and stores them in ATP. That's adenosine triphosphate. The average person expends their body weight in ATP every day. Since the normal person only has 50 grams of total ATP in their body, the ATP is recycled or recharged 1,000 to 1,500 times a day in the mitochondria. ATP is our ultimate rechargeable battery in our bodies. The high-energy electrons stored in ATP give you more energy and fuels the living processes like immunity, reproduction, respiration, locomotion, healing, organ function, assimilation, circulation, et cetera, PEMF signals in the 0 to 30 hertz window increases ATP synthesis in the mitochondria and energize the cellular pump, or transmembrane potential. That's abbreviated TMP. The cellular pump assists in maintaining a healthy cellular voltage, or TMP, and drives the absorption and assimilation of essential nutrients and the removal of metabolic waste, heavy metals, chemicals, free radicals, etc. Over 50% of the ATP produced fuels this cellular pump. PEMF therapy can assist in charging up the cell's TMP so that the ATP can be conserved for increased energy, healing, repair, and other cellular functions. PEMFs are like a spark plug or catalyst for energy production in the cell. Now, I got all of this information and much more in the book by author Bryant Myers. The name of the book is PEMF, The Fifth Element of Health. And I got my copy at Amazon.com. They're probably available everywhere. Now, Bryant, in his book, claims 7 cellular benefits of the Earth's PEMF fields. Recharges the TMP, increases ATP production in the mitochondria, enhances the sodium-potassium pump, increases the cellular pH to make the cells and body more alkaline, improves oxygen uptake and assimilation into the cells, lowers the blood viscosity and improves circulation and microcirculation, creates a healthy level of electroporation, and that is the openings in the cells for improved nutrient transport and waste elimination. Bryant's book also claims 8 top benefits for using PEMF therapy. Stronger bones, endorphins and pain relief, better sleep and human growth hormone secretion, more energy ATP, better oxygenation and circulation, improved immunity, relaxation and stress reduction, nerve and tissue regeneration. Now, Bryant also has an excellent website, PEMFT.net. That's PEMFT.net. That's loaded with PEMF information. If you go to the website, make sure to watch the videos. Dr. Oz, PEMF, PEMF book, the video, PEMF for pain relief, PEMF for insomnia and sleep, and there's a bunch of other good stuff there. And a side note here, Bryant's book in the bibliography references Dr. Shealy's book, Energy Medicine, which is nice. Another good place to learn about PEMF is YouTube. If you go to YouTube and search on PEMF or PEMF therapy, that sort of thing, you can get a lot of videos that explain PEMF and testimonials and just all kinds of good stuff there. Okay, Vinny.
Lou, can I ask a question or two?
Sure.
Ukrainians say that human DNA resonates at 52 to 78 billion cycles a second, or
gigahertz.
In, the guy you've been quoting so much says that ranges up to 50 gigahertz, but he doesn't go to what the Ukrainians do, have been used, but he recommends strongly that you remain actually only up to 33 hertz.
Right.
Has anybody really looked extensively at varying these frequencies?
Well, the frequencies that he recommends are 0 to 30 hertz, and those are the natural Earth frequencies that charge the cells and the mitochondria and do that sort of thing, according to Bryant. And
well, I agree, and yet my intuitive understanding is that there are, well, higher and higher resonances, if you will. Like, we have a physical body, we have an etheric body, we have an astral body, we have a mental body, we have a spiritual body, etc. And my feeling is that each of these outer layers of energy go up by tenfold.
Right, I've heard that before, and I'm just wondering if that is the more or less the atomic resonance of the body's cells instead of maybe the lower Earth frequencies. I'm not sure.
But in most of the commercial devices, do they that you're aware of, do they stick with the up to 30?
Well, some of them go to 300. I've seen one that goes to 1,000 hertz or more. But most of them are in the lower frequencies. In fact, the one you had, your Nordic, seems to be around just 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hertz, somewhere in that area, if you remember playing with that thing.
Right.
Dr. Shealy's with us?
I'm sorry?
I just said that you were with us, and Lou Cassady's with us, and we're talking about pulsed electromagnetic fields, and we're going to continue in depth for the next hour and 40 minutes or so, talking about this technology and the effect on the human body. What is it, how it works, and so forth. I'm Vincent Finelli. We'll be right back. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I'm the president of the largest private news and research network in the world. And I paid for this airtime because I have an important message to the American people. There's a change coming that the government isn't telling you about. This change has deep implications for life in America, from where you shop to the doctors you visit and the family you want to protect. Look, I've made predictions like this before. Thing is, I was right then too. A few years ago, I warned that housing prices would collapse. They did. Before that, I warned that .com companies would crash. They did. Those who listened had a chance to save themselves. But this has nothing to do with the stock market. This will affect us all.
You can watch the video for free right now by going to dollardownfall.com. Again, that's dollardownfall.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with the office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
KDArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor period, with packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. Why would you go anywhere else? KD offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to KDArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free water purification kit for a limited time with any body armor package. Go to KDArmor.com. That's CATI Armor.com. Come and take it.
Class Dr. Norman Shealy is with us, medical doctor, and Lou Cassady, electrical engineer, are with us today, and we're talking about pulsed electromagnetic fields. And I just wanted to share something with you. Dr. Shealy and Lou Cassady have been talking about resonance. And so what is resonance? And one way of looking at resonance is, when you get on a child's swing set and you pump your legs and in a specific timing and you can go higher and higher and higher, that's resonance. Okay. Another example is a specific note that someone can reach singing can break a wine glass. That's just another example. And those pendulum type clocks, they keep time by using mechanical resonance. So that's what resonance is, and that's one of the things that we're talking about. Dr. Shealy, please continue.
Well, obviously, the variation is remarkable. When I studied what in the Ukraine was called microwave resonance therapy, they had determined, according to their work, that human DNA resonates. To me, that means vibrates at 52 to 78 billion cycles a second. And they had treated 250,000 people with every known disease by applying at about a billionth of a watt these frequencies to acupuncture points. They claim to cure almost everything, from rheumatoid arthritis to peptic ulcer, addiction, et cetera, et cetera. And so I came back and began working on those frequencies. And then 10 years, that was actually 1994 when I came back from there. And then 10 years ago, I began looking at applying these frequencies both to specific acupuncture points, but also to the whole body. And of course, you and I have talked about this a little bit in the past. We have found that when the whole body is exposed to these frequencies, 52 to 78 billion cycles a second, for 30 to 60 minutes a day, the telomeres, the tips of our DNA, which supposedly resonate at these frequencies, the tips of our DNA grow an average of 3.5% every year instead of shrinking 1%. Mm-hmm. Now, this is in a sense, a type of pulsed electromagnetic field. Because if I've got the whole body exposed to it, that's the same as PIMP. Lou, I'm asking for a comment from the engineer.
Okay. Well, those higher frequencies are definitely not of the Earth's natural PEMF frequencies. Those could come maybe from the sun in the form of plasma or some other sort of mechanism to reach the Earth.
According to the Ukrainian scientists, the sun puts out what we receive here, 1/10 billionth of a watt per centimeter square. 1/10 of a billionth of a watt. They are applying a billionth of a watt, so 10 times the strength of the sun's energy on the face of the Earth.
Okay, and that's about what we're doing on the PEMF signal. The magnetic flux on that is more than the low Earth fields. You would need that to override the natural stuff out there.
Can we differentiate between the concern we have about microwave radiation, meaning the damage that can do to us, the damage that cell phones can do to us, and the PEMF? Is it not only the amplitude of the signal or the power as well as the frequency? What is the difference? How do our class understand that one is good and the other's not?
Well, the microwave, harmful microwave, is at a much greater power level than Dr. Shealy's talking about, and it's also at a lower frequency. It's between normally 2 to 10 gigahertz, and Dr. Shealy is talking 30 to 70 gigahertz, which may be a different range beneficial. I hear the voice coming.
And you're talking 0 to 30 hertz or 0 to 30 cycles per second.
Right.
Lou Cassady, Dr. Norman Shealy, and I'll be right back.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at patriotnecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
Patriotnecklace.com?
Patriotnecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from patriotnecklace.com.
Okay, open your mouth and say ah.
When your child has a sore throat, you need to know when to get help. The doctor recommended Say Ah Sore Throat Exam is your solution. The scientifically designed oral retractor offers a clear view of the throat, relaxing the tongue and minimizing gag reflex. Compare with the medical grade chart, website, and app. Then you'll know just what to tell your doctor. A wellness plan in your hands in minutes. Go to SayAHHnow.com. SayAhNow.com, the new mainstay for every family's first aid kit.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Attention USA Prepares listeners. When you're on the road or have limited data or Wi-Fi, now you can listen to USA Prepares unfiltered and untapped at no extra charge on this non-federal phone number, 1-605-477-3249. Try it now to listen to USA Prepares 24/7 at no extra cost or data charges. These are not on federal lines. These are lines located on Indian reservations off the grid. Call 1-605-477-3249. No smartphones or internet needed. To hear USA Prepares untapped and off the grid, just call 1-605-477-3249.
Did you know that select musical tones have the power to heal? By listening to 7 amazing songs that contain these tones, you can experience the power of music therapy.
I used to work in a pretty stressful atmosphere, but I started using the whole tones in the office, and I'm experiencing more focus, motivation, peace, and better relationships.
WholeTones99.com is a unique music therapy program featuring 7 secret ancient healing frequencies uncovered in the music of King David. Now you too can unlock the healing secrets of the Bible, as we are offering a free sample of this music so that you can discover their power to heal, relieve stress, and break negative cycles.
I use the tones to calm my 5, 3, and 2-year-olds to stop the fighting, and it works.
Now you can experience the healing music therapy in the comfort of your own home or office. Visit WholeTones99.com and get a free song. Visit WHOLETones99.com today for your free song. That's WholeTones99.com. WholeTones99.com.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and bad tweets can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? Reputation.com can protect your good name. Get a free consultation now at 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from Reputation.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771.
What this device looks like, you've got a box and a coil, right? Can you tell us, describe exactly what this, for our class today, what this device would look like?
Well, it looks maybe like an overgrown calculator. It's got a keypad and a display on it, and that box generates the electrical signals that go to the coils to produce the magnetic pulse. And those coils are pretty much 24 to 26 gauge wire, a couple hundred, 200-300 turns of wire, wound in different sizes and configurations. But the main control box is controlled by a 32-bit microcontroller and puts out precise waveforms and timing to the coil. And most of that is well, it'll go up to close to 100 hertz. But most of the programs that I've written for it so far are in the range of up to 30 hertz, some of them up to 50 hertz, doing the Schumann resonance and the Schumann harmonic frequencies.
Lou, the research that I've done shows that these coils, the output, if you will, of the generator, are used in lots of different ways, or can be. For example, it would be like a device where you could, not particularly yours, but there are others at large scale ones where you would lie down on a bed and these coils would surround the body. Let's say go over the head, under the neck, over the ribs, under the back, over the legs, under the legs, large coils that you just kind of climb into. That'd be one type of coil. Then I know that these coils are put over and under hands and shoulders and hips and they're used on dogs' shoulders, and they're used on horse necks and horse legs and so forth. So there are lots of uses for this. Have you experimented with yours that you in a way that you can tell us?
Well, the dogs do like to seem to like to lay on the coils. I guess it feels good to them. And these coils, like I said, are different sizes, and you can put them over. If your elbow is bothering you, you can put it over your elbow or shoulder, or lay on it on your back. And also, I have made a full body mat with 4 13-inch coils that cover the entire body, and it bathes your entire body in the PEMF signals all at the same time. And roughly the way this works, the coils, say I got a 13-inch coil, the magnetic flux remains at the same intensity basically for one radius of the coil. So half the diameter of the coil out in a globe-shaped sphere around this coil is an entire magnetic field of the, approximately the same intensity. And after you get beyond this half radius of strength, then it starts going down geometrically. You double the distance, you get 1/4 of the magnetic power and such. But this magnetic flux at these frequencies completely penetrates and goes through your body. The bones don't even slow it down. The only thing that'll slow it down is metallic, especially ferrous metals. So basically these 13-inch coil will resonate for or will produce a pretty uniform strength field for about 14 inches above the coil, something like that.
Dr. Shealy, what does the medical profession say about this? What are their thoughts?
90% of physicians have the foggiest idea what we're talking about. In general, physical therapists would know about it. Probably most orthopedists would know about it. Some neurosurgeons would know about it. It's just, remember, I introduced TENS, which is transcutaneous electrical stimulation, where you actually apply the electrical stimulus directly to the skin, so you feel it, back in the 1960s. And although it is used around the world, most physicians don't understand it. And again, even though it's used around the world, most physicians don't even recommend it. So it doesn't compete with drugs.
It does not compete with drugs.
Well, that's because the pharmacomafia has brainwashed most physicians.
Are there any negative concerns about using this that you've determined, Dr. Shealy? This technology?
Well, the only known contraindication would be a pacemaker or any other implanted electronic device. They're implanted dosing devices for insulin and things like that, and morphine. But other than an implanted electrical device in your body, I know of no contraindication.
And as Lou started this broadcast, Lou Cassady, you were talking about some of the claims in Bryant Meyer's book about recharging the transmembrane potential, increasing adenosine triphosphate production in the mitochondria, and improving the oxygen uptake and increasing cellular pH to make the cells more alkaline. You look at that, and then you add that to stronger bones, better oxygenation and circulation, improved immunity. I don't see any negatives. This sounds like a miracle.
Well, I began working with pulsed electromagnetic field therapy about 4 years ago, treating patients with diabetic neuropathy. Diabetic neuropathy is a very common problem anymore. Since diabetes has become an epidemic. And it leads to both loss of sensation, primarily in the feet, but also significant pain, quite incapacitating, spontaneous pain because of all the nerve injury. And I did 2 separate studies with 2 different pulsed electromagnetic field devices, and we had over 80% improvement or reduction in pain, and about 2/3 improvement in sensory loss using pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. So, I mean, there's a very serious and very disabling disease, which is my personal experience with it.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like, and we're not talking about anything invasive, Dr. Shealy. As far as I know, there's no cutting, no bleeding, no sticking, no needles, no injections, nothing other than putting a coil, a flexible coil, around an area of the body and energizing that coil with the signals, the waveforms and the pulse and the and the wattage, right?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, all you're really doing, in my opinion, is assisting the brain's natural electrical system by giving it a little encouragement. I don't know. I mean, that may sound a bit naive.
No, it absolutely does. It does, and it sounds like that resonant frequency that we were describing before. So if you're on that swing set and you are pumping, if that's the right term, to go higher and higher on the swing, and you're pumping at the wrong time, you will not achieve the maximum height of that swing set is capable of producing. You'll be fighting yourself if you're not at exactly the right timing. Well, it sounds to me like what you're doing is adding to the frequency of the body by tuning it with a frequency that will let you optimize your resonant frequency. Am I saying that right, Lou?
Yeah. Your resonant frequency, our cells in our body will resonate to certain frequencies, and that's on this machine that me and Dr. Shealy are working with. It sweeps the frequencies over a period of time so that your cells get whatever frequency that they're looking for, that they need. And this magnetic pulse that goes through the cells also creates, it's like a generator. A magnetic field through a coil of wire will generate electricity, and it generates more electrons, which is your source of energy inside of the cells and in your body. And Dr. Oz has an 11-minute segment in one of his shows on PEMF, and that's on Bryant's website. I mentioned that early on, and if you watch that, he has a real neat graphics, that the network did that shows how the PEMF penetrates right into the areas that are inflamed, like a bad back or something, and it increases the cellular or the blood flow. It increases the blood flow. One way it does that, it charges the blood cells to a negative potential, which puts a positive charge around each blood cell. And like charges repel, and so the positive charges repel, and the blood does not clump up, and it can go through the very fine capillaries that are close to the bone and in the spine and deep down inside your body, and they can flow through those little capillaries one cell at a time, single file, if you think of it like that.
So is that why this is being looked at for the treatment of cancer?
Yes.
Probably, yes.
Yes, there are articles of that.
Okay, Dr. Norman Shealy is with us, Lou Cassady, and we're talking about pulsed electromagnetic fields. We'll be right back right after these few short commercial announcements. I'm Vincent Finelli. By now, you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration system and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at patriotnecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
Patriotnecklace.com?
Patriotnecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from patriotnecklace.com.
Did you know that select musical tones have the power to heal? By listening to 7 amazing songs that contain these tones, you can experience the power of music therapy.
I used to work in a pretty stressful atmosphere, but I started using the whole tones in the office, and I'm experiencing more focus, motivation, peace, and better relationships.
WholeTones99.com is a unique music therapy program featuring 7 secret ancient healing frequencies uncovered in the music of King David. Now you too can unlock the healing secrets of the Bible, as we are offering a free sample of this music so that you can discover their power to heal, relieve stress, and break negative cycles.
I use the tones to calm my 5, 3, and 2-year-olds to stop the fighting, and it works.
Now you can experience the healing music therapy in the comfort of your own home or office. Visit WholeTones99.com and get a free song. Visit WHOLETones99.com today for your free song. That's WholeTones99.com. WholeTones99.com.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Class, quick update. Matt Stein and Dr. Richard Allen Miller are going to be in Kansas City, Missouri on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week at the Kansas City Expo Center, KCI Expo Center. And Matt and Rick will be talking about surviving the most likely scenarios and critical decision making. So we'll be talking about sustainable lifeboats, solar EMPs, financial collapse, climate change, pandemics, and so forth. And that is on Friday, October 2nd at the KCI Expo Center. Information is on the website, usaprepares.com. And they'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Their big seminar, all-day seminar, is on Friday, but they have other seminars on Saturday and Sunday. I'll be there as well. Joey's going to be joining us, Joey from Michigan, and it looks like Mike Parsons is going to be joining us as well. So if you'd like to have a chance to chat with some of your usaprepares.com instructors, that's at the RK Prepper Show at the KCI Expo Center, Kansas City, Missouri, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And also there's a Midwest Homesteaders Survival and Preparedness Expo in Ozark, Missouri. Information's on the website. You can get your ProPure water filtration system, USA Prepares inventory at the lowest price in the country. There are seminars and exhibits, and also you can buy survival and preparedness items at both of these expos, and they're both listed on page 1 of usaprepares.com. Dr. Norm Shealy is with us. Lou Cassady is with us. Lou is an inventor, and he's made this pulsed electromagnetic field device, and Dr. Shealy and he are evaluating its medical aptness to see how well it works. Dr. Shealy, where do you think this device will be going? Where will it be used? How will it be used?
I think its greatest use is in pain relief.
Mm-hmm.
There's no question that it is useful for all kinds of pain. And the coil can be put around various limbs or the back itself. And that's what's really been tested and used clinically mostly already. Whether there are other benefits, it's going to take a long time to figure out.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen any benefits in making those who have some age on them, us seniors, making us more spry, faster, smarter, stronger? Have you seen any of those benefits?
Not seen anything. It has been used, of course, for treating depression. So from that point of view, it has potential, but in general, to prevent age deterioration, I don't know.
As I was thinking about the improved oxygenation and circulation, I'm wondering if it would have positive benefits, if you will, for those suffering from Alzheimer's.
Well, theoretically, yes, but it hasn't been tested.
Okay, so there's a lot of testing that I guess you said years or a long time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lou, where are we with this device? I'm sure some of our class is saying, I want to just give me that number and I'll call right now and order one. Where are we with this?
Well, we're in the testing phase right now, and I have about 20 of these units out in the field to various people, and most of them have problems, pain, shoulder pain, elbow, knee, back pain, and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And they've all shown improvement in pain control.
When we come back, would you share some more of what works, what doesn't work? Are there any snake oil claims in this pulsed electromagnetic field arena? Are there people making claims that just aren't true? Let's talk about some of that when we come back. Dr. Norman Shealy and Lou Cassady. I'm Vin Finelli. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Did you know that select musical tones have the power to heal? By listening to 7 amazing songs that contain these tones, you can experience the power of music therapy.
I used to work in a pretty stressful atmosphere, but I started using the whole tones in the office, and I'm experiencing more focus, motivation, peace, and better relationships.
WholeTones99.com is a unique music therapy program featuring 7 secret ancient healing frequencies uncovered in the music of King David. Now you too can unlock the healing secrets of the Bible, as we are offering a free sample of this music so that you can discover their power to heal, relieve stress, and break negative cycles.
I use the tones to calm my 5, 3, and 2-year-olds to stop the fighting, and it works.
Now you can experience the healing music therapy in the comfort of your own home or office. Visit WholeTones99.com and get a free song. Visit WHOLETones99.com today for your free song. That's WholeTones99.com. WholeTones99.com.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
My name is Dell, and I live in El Cajon, California. I was concerned about my cholesterol readings because I knew that high cholesterol is related to clogging of the arteries and increases the risk for heart attack and stroke. One day, I heard an ad for Heart and Body Extract, and I was skeptical, but I decided to give it a try. Man, the numbers don't lie.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Everyone all set, cocked, locked, blissed. Hour number 2 of USAPrepares.com with Dr. Norm Shealy and Lou Cassady. We're talking about pulsed electromagnetic field devices. Quick update. We just got a call here at the studio, and Lark in Texas is doing well. He's back to 100%. Great news, and I'll be talking with him right after this broadcast. But great news, Mrs. Finelli just got off the phone with him, and he's really doing well. I'm so glad to be able to tell you that your USAPrepares.com instructor Lark in Texas is well. We're talking about these pulsed electromagnetic devices, and Dr. Shealy, are there claims, or Lou, are there claims that have been made about these devices that just flat out cannot be substantiated?
I'm not sure. You know, I have done hours of research on Scholar and PubMed, and I'm not aware of anything that has been scientifically proven that is, you know, over the hill, so to speak. Mm-hmm. The most important thing, I think, is it improves circulation wherever you apply it. And increasing circulation is, unless you've had a recent blood vessel break and hemorrhage, is virtually always good for the body.
Yeah, it sounded to me like there's so many positive outcomes from using these technologies. Now, do we understand exactly what is the optimal frequency to be used, or are there different frequencies for different people? So, for example, Lou and Norm Shealy and me, would we all have the same frequencies be beneficial, or might there be differences?
That's what we don't know. I have had this idea that the chakras, the energy systems of the body, respond specifically to different frequencies. That is, the first chakra, the legs, would respond to human frequency of 7.83. But as you raise yourself, if you said stand up above the earth, that the frequency might go up a similar amount at each chakra, so that by the time you get up to the seventh chakra at the top of your head, the frequency ideally might be well over 50. 7 times 7.83, and of course people vary, so there's always the plus or minus 2 to anything you talk about like that anyway.
Okay. How about the location, Dr. Shealy, on the planet? So, for example, would we experience a difference in the frequency we would need if for health benefits if we were at the North Pole or the South Pole or at the equator?
Great question, Vince, but nobody knows. That certainly has not been tested.
The intensity certainly varies whether you're on the poles or the equator by a small amount.
Mm-hmm. So, Lou, what is next in your plan with this particular device? You've got some out there. You're testing them. What do you see as the next step?
Well, we're going to continue to test them. I'm going to build a few more, and we're going to continue testing and seeing what, basically, probably what frequencies are good for different things. Like Brian in his book claims that 2 hertz helps with nerve regeneration in the body. 7 hertz is for bone growth. 10 hertz is ligament healing, and 15-20 hertz is stimulation of capillary formation. And of course, there's the PEMF, or the frequencies that our body emits, like the brainwave frequencies. If you go into delta and theta brainwaves, where you're sleeping, dreamless sleep, REM sleep, those sort of things happen at 1 to 8 hertz. And then relaxation is 8 to 12 hertz. And then the beta frequencies in your brain is when you're thinking, fully active, concentrating, alert. Those frequencies run from 12 to 30 hertz. So I have different sweeps in the machine that will sweep all the delta, theta, alpha waves, beta waves, and it just sweeps that, and it concentrates more on the Schumann resonance. It runs the 7.83 plus or minus 2 hertz frequencies more often than the other frequencies. But what the machine does basically is starts at a frequency and steps up either a half or 1 hertz up every 15 seconds. And it also changes the magnetic flux polarity every 2 minutes, because they say your body, like if you hear an airplane going over or a loud noise, you get used to it, your body acclimates to it. They say that the body acclimates to the especially to one frequency of PEMF, and if you change the polarity, then that breaks up that cycle of your body acclimating to it.
So, Lou, I'm thinking about what you're saying. So, delta is 1 to 4 hertz. To me, hertz is, I remember it as cycles per second. So, yeah. So, delta is 1 to 4 cycles per second. You can feel that, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's below the hearing, but you can feel that it's like a vibration.
Mm-hmm. And I would think that you could feel the theta at 4 to 8 cycles per second. The alpha is at 8 to 12, and you know that 60 cycle hum that we hear of electronic devices. That's 60 cycles per second, and beta is 12 to 30 cycles per second. So I'm sure we can feel that, but the audible range that most humans can hear is 30 cycles per second all the way up to, if you have perfect hearing, maybe 20,000 cycles per second, something like that.
Right. They say 20 to 20,000 optimal. But now on this, if you take a magnet and hold a magnet in your hand near the coil, you can feel the vibration of whatever frequency you're running at, and you can definitely feel all the way up to the 56 hertz Schumann harmonic. You can feel the vibration in your hand of that magnet, and that is, what's going through your body at that frequency.
And incidentally, there are also gamma frequencies in the brain, which go up to 50 cycles. And those frequencies are particularly present when there's a lot of memory going on, higher context, learning. So
and Dr. Shealy,
your brain kicks into higher gear.
Dr. Shealy, I'm sure a lot of our class are thinking about, boy, wouldn't it be nice to put one of these devices on our head, and be able to learn faster, learn more thoroughly, absorb information more quickly, rather than having to read and reread, particular information. Do you think that this device will improve our ability to learn more quickly?
Well, theoretically, it's going to increase circulation in the brain. And again, that has the potential, because the more circulation you've got in the brain, the better the nutrition getting to the brain. And you're just suggesting another research project, Vince.
Well, Dr. Shealy, here's why I'm saying this. I remember you and I were broadcasting live many years ago from the Doubletree Hotel in Springfield, Missouri. And we were, on stage, if you will, and there was an audience there. And you put this thing around your head, kind of like a bandana, if you will, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
And I thought, wait a minute, this isn't fair. Dr. Shealy, Dr. Shealy and I are broadcasting, and he's got this help. And he's got this device hooked to his mind, and I'm here just me. So what was that, Dr. Shealy? Was that a device to help improve your thought waves, if you will?
Yes, there's no question. That was the LIST cranial stimulator, probably.
Yes.
I'm sure it was, I remember. And I've used that since 1975. It does significantly increase the brain's production of serotonin, what I call the bright-eyed, bushy-tail wake-up chemical.
Yeah. So we had Dan Swindell was with us, and he was consuming Kyani Nitro Extreme to peak his ability to be on the radio, and you had the LIST cranial stimulator, and I was just there stuttering.
You weren't cheating.
So my question is, will this increased circulation, is that something that we should be pursuing, looking at, seeing if we can remember better, absorb better, learn better, be more innovative? Is that maybe one of the areas where Lou's going to be going, or is this just my imagination?
Well, as I said, you just suggested another research project. I mean, those things need to be studied because the expectation, the placebo effect, always has to be looked at.
Yeah, I agree. Dr. Norman Shealy is with us. Lou Cassady's with us. We're talking about the pulsed electromagnetic frequency device. If you'd like to call us, 866-582-9933, 866-582-9933. I got a call from Europe. I'll tell you what that was about when we come back. By now, you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration system and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Hi, this is Walt Augustinowicz. I'm the founder and CEO of ID Stronghold. By now you've heard our commercials about wallets that protect you from electronic pickpocketing. 10 years ago, I created a way to protect my own cards from prying eyes after government officials started talking about issuing a national ID card with a built-in radio chip called RFID. I felt having to broadcast my personal information was an invasion of privacy. Soon after, it was also announced that credit cards, debit cards, U.S. passports, hotel room keys, and even transit passes would all soon incorporate RFID. It was then I formed ID Stronghold to share my inventions in blocking RFID signals with the world. There are a lot of misconceptions out there today about RFID. I encourage everyone to get informed and get protected. Please go to idstronghold.com and get the facts and the wallet, sleeves, or badge holders you need to protect your personal financial data. You'll be pleasantly surprised that through our direct sales model, you won't pay more than other comparable unprotected wallets. It is as though the protection is free. Visit idstronghold.com today.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS? Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely. We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS. If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Class, we're talking with Dr. Norman Shealy and Lou Cassady, and I got a call this morning just before the broadcast. Miles in Europe called me, and I mentioned that Dr. Shealy and Lou Cassady and I would be talking about these pulsed electromagnetic frequencies. And he was all excited about that. He said that was really neat. And he asked if we could talk about them, and are they in the relationship to scalar waves. So are these scalar waves, which are also called electromagnetic longitudinal waves, Maxwellian waves, or Tesla waves? Is that what these are?
I need Lou.
Okay. Well, as far as I know, scalar waves are more high energy things used for weapons, from what I understand about them. And we are not into the scalar wave type of thing on this.
Well, actually, there are numerous things from Europe, especially, which talk about scalar wave therapy. And try to relate it to Tesla and all kinds of things. And I have to admit that I honestly have never understood what they're talking about. They talk about them traveling at 1.5 times the speed of light, that a Faraday cage cannot shield you from them, and there are all kinds of claims made for it, with no published, to my knowledge, outcome studies.
And what I've seen is that it's an electromagnetic wave that works outside of physics as we know it. And that's one of the definitions of it. Well, let me ask you this. Nikola Tesla, was he working at, we were talking about very high frequency waves, not the particular waves that Lou is working with. Lou's working with, up to 30 cycles per second. But we're talking about gigahertz. Now, was Tesla able to produce wavelengths in the gigahertz range, or was that outside the technology back then? Because we're using vacuum tubes.
The Tesla coil definitely produces the human DNA frequency of 52 to 78 billion cycles a second.
Okay, so he was able to do that.
Yeah, it is a Tesla coil that I have used for years to help regenerate telomeres.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and those are probably harmonics, because his technology, like Vinny says, with vacuum tubes, was limited to megahertz, probably in the shortwave band at that time. But the Tesla coil, with its high voltage and multiple harmonics, probably bathe the entire spectrum in magnetic fields.
Well, that takes us to an old device called the violet ray. Do you know anything about that?
Lou, do you know anything about that? I found one. I found one on eBay and I bought it. And let's see, who else bought? Joey bought one. Joey bought one also, and he was showing me his in Chicago.
What's it supposed to do?
Oh well, there were all kinds of claims for healing. Edgar Casey talked about it frequently. He said that it would actually regrow hair, and I played with it once for 3 months on my bald head. And Rogaine has a success rate of 11% for regrowing hair well, 11% for modest grow, and 11% for fuzz. Well, I did grow a lot more fuzz in my bald spots using it for 3 months, so I quit. But he also recommended it for nerve pain and things like that.
Yeah, now these higher frequency waves will not penetrate the body like the ELF, extremely low.
Well, now, no, that's not true. They do. They travel right through the skin. Way back in 1919, C.W. Kidd, a naturopath from Peoria, Illinois, patented a device called Electro-Magnetic. And that old device is what gave me the idea for modern tents. And, we can talk about it after the break.
And Dr. Shealy, did you say Electro-Magnetic?
Yep.
Okay. Let's talk about that when we come back, and let's talk more about these electromagnetic fields. Dr. Norman Shealy, Lou Cassady, USAPrepares.com.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at PatriotNecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
PatriotNecklace.com?
PatriotNecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from PatriotNecklace.com.
Okay, open your mouth and say ah.
When your child has a sore throat, you need to know when to get help. The doctor recommended Say Ah Sore Throat Exam is your solution. The scientifically designed oral retractor offers a clear view of the throat, relaxing the tongue and minimizing gag reflex. Compare with the medical grade chart, website, and app. Then you'll know just what to tell your doctor. A wellness plan in your hands in minutes. Go to SayAHHnow.com. SayAhNow.com. The new mainstay for every family's first aid kit.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey guy. Attention USA Prepares listeners. When you're on the road or have limited data or Wi-Fi, now you can listen to USA Prepares Unfiltered and Untapped at no extra charge on this non-federal phone number, 1-605-477-3249. Try it now to listen to USA Prepares 24/7 at no extra cost or data charges. These are not on federal lines. These are lines located on Indian reservations off the grid. Call 1-605-477-3249. No smartphones or internet needed. To hear USA Prepares Untapped and off the grid, just call 1-605-477-3249.
Did you know that select musical tones have the power to heal? By listening to 7 amazing songs that contain these tones, you can experience the power of music therapy.
I used to work in a pretty stressful atmosphere, but I started using the whole tones in the office, and I'm experiencing more focus, motivation, peace, and better relationships.
WholeTones99.com is a unique music therapy program featuring 7 secret ancient healing frequencies uncovered in the music of King David. Now you too can unlock the healing secrets of the Bible, as we are offering a free sample of this music so that you can discover their power to heal, relieve stress, and break negative cycles.
I use the tone to calm my 5, 3, and 2-year-olds to stop the fighting, and it works.
Now you can experience the healing music therapy in the comfort of your own home or office. Visit WholeTones99.com and get a free song. Visit WHOLETones99.com today for your free song. That's WholeTones99.com. WholeTones99.com.
We've all heard the news stories. Another shooting, and they're getting worse. That's why Infidel Body Armor introduces Infidel Fridays, exclusive 24-hour insider deals to save you money and possibly save your life. Make it a favorite when you log on to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Then be sure to visit each and every Infidel Friday to get special insider pricing, but for 24 hours only. That's InfidelBodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.
Most of us already know that taking a fish oil supplement to boost omega-3s is a good idea. But did you know that about 60% of Americans are actually deficient in omega-3s? Did you know that most fish oil products contain only about 25% omega-3s and the remaining 75% is undesirable fish fat? Heck, did you know that more than 90% of fish oil supplements sold in the USA are not even made here? If you want to boost your omega-3s using the finest American-made fish oil, check out Nutrigold Fish Oil Supplements on www.fishoil.best. Nutrigold fish oils are independently 5-star certified and guaranteed to be exceptionally pure. That means no more fish burps. Best of all, just one Nutrigold fish oil capsule contains more omega-3s than 4 standard fish oil capsules. Go to www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497 and use promo code BESTFISHOIL to get a free 1-month supply. That's www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497.
We're talking with Lou and Dr. Norman Shealy, and we're discussing electromagnetic frequencies. And Dr. Shealy was talking about the depth of penetration of certain frequencies. Dr. Shealy, would you help us with that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I the whole frequency thing is pretty remarkable. Going back to the electrete, when I first got my signal analyzer, that measures these frequencies. By the way, in this country, we don't measure them in watts. We measure them in decibels. And a billionth of a watt is equal to 75 decibels, as far as I can tell. And that's when I actually tested the electrete and the violet ray. And we could show that if you put this electrode onto an acupuncture point on a given meridian, I could go to the other end of the meridian and pick up. It was transferred through the body, let's say from the chest to the hand and that kind of thing. It would follow the meridian.
Dr. Shealy, if you go to eBay, if any of our class goes to eBay, you can find some of these devices that we're talking about under quack devices. I'm not saying they're quack devices. I'm saying that's the listing
That's what eBay
category.
has, yes. The problem is those are ones that were made 70 to 100 years or more ago, and many of them probably don't work. But they are the original violet rays.
Yep, and there are plenty of devices available that are violet rays. And Dr. Shealy, are we really talking about like ultraviolet? Is that what we're talking about?
No, they call it violet ray because these glass electrodes that they use actually, when the rare gas that is inside the vacuum tube, it becomes violet in color when it's electrified.
Mm-hmm. And they also, I was looking at one a few minutes ago that is also neon in color. So we were experimenting about almost 100 years ago with these types of wavelengths, neon, violet, and some other wavelengths. So, Lou, is this the current state of technology, but modified to be pulsed? So we're using, instead of high frequencies, we're using low frequencies? Is that what this is? And then we control it precisely with a computer control so that we have the ability to sweep the selected frequencies that you've determined? Is that what this is?
Well, I believe these higher frequencies are caused by the plasma and the gas probably vibrating at certain frequencies and producing the colors with rare earth gases, that sort of thing. I'm also looking at this electrete on the internet, and there's a drawing of it here, and it uses one flashlight battery, like a D cell, and it goes through a vibrator. Vinny, me and you would know that as a buzzer, to where contact makes and breaks. And what they're showing is that holding a wet sponge, like on one side of your knee, and this roller device on the other side of your knee, and it's probably the spark or the junction of the connector, not the connector, but the contactor on the buzzer that's producing rather sharp high voltage spike. And whatever frequencies that's running, it's moving through the body as the TENS unit does with electrical conduction. for this unit. Now with the violet type of thing, it's probably and this Electreat unit will penetrate into the body, but they say that the bone and heavier organs, heavier tissues will kind of block an electrical signal to where the PEMF goes all the way through. And then these higher frequencies that Dr. Shealy's talking about probably only penetrate a certain depth into the skin or into the tissue, and they probably don't go all the way through like a low frequency, an ELF pulsed electromagnetic field will travel all the way through your body and through your bones. In fact, me and Dr. Shealy were trying the PEMF, and you could actually put your arm or your leg in between the coil and I call it a tricorder. It's a tri-field meter, and we would pick up the same intensity at that distance from the coil, whether your body part was in between them or not. So that shows that the extremely low frequencies, so with the magnetic flux, is truly traveling all the way through your tissue and your body.
But I did demonstrate back in the late 90s that the output from the Electreat, which became part of the Shealy 10s, essentially, does activate acupuncture points considerably better than a needle.
Okay, is that because of the a high voltage spike that enters that point? And
I think it's the frequency. At least that's my understanding from the Ukrainian scientists.
Okay.
Let's talk about the dangers for a couple minutes. Lou, your research, what does it show about using too much energy with this device? I mean, you've limited the energy. What if you use too much?
Well, too much energy, they say, can be harmful. An MRI machine is basically a PEMF device run at a much higher power, I believe around 30,000 to 50,000 times the power that penetrates your entire body. And, of course, it through the magnetic resonance of the machine in your body gives you an image of the tissues inside and what they look like, I guess, and any problems with them. But other dangers, with the higher power, Dr. Shealy's machine, we went to his clinic and played with his toys. And he had a machine, the Nordic, that had a very high spike in pulse, and it actually made muscles in my chest jump every time it activated. And that was, I don't know, to me it was a little uncomfortable. I think Dr. Shealy liked it, though.
I'm an electrical junkie.
There you go.
Well, Dr. Shealy, you've been experimenting with electricity and medicine for many, many, many years. Have you suffered any negative effects from your experimentation?
No, I have not. And actually, I have worked with electrical stimulation even in the brain starting in 1953. Mm-hmm. So I've, when I call myself an electrical junkie, I really am very interested in the use of electricity. Now, obviously, you can, in surgery, we have used since early in the last century electricity actually to cauterize, that is, to cause blood vessels to clot over so they won't bleed. Mm-hmm. We couldn't do most modern brain surgery without cautery, and that is an electrical current that's so strong it actually cooks the little blood vessel.
Okay, so it's the thermal energy, the heat
exactly
that does it. Okay,
exactly, and you're putting it in through exquisitely small points, a millimeter or two apart. But that is obviously you could burn the skin if you put that intensity on it, and it would hurt. Way back in the 60s, I did research on the threshold for feeling the intensity of electricity versus burning the skin, or tolerance. I had a technician who was redheaded, and redheads, by the way, have a lower electrical resistance of the skin, so it gets through more easily. They have thinner skin, and his threshold was normal for feeling it, but his tolerance was such that I couldn't use him as a subject because he tolerated so much that it would actually burn his skin.
Lou, what are there's sine waves and there are square waves. What is the difference that you found with using sine waves and square waves? And what about NASA? What have they done?
Well, NASA found early on in the space program that astronauts came back very sick and weak when they were out of the Earth's atmosphere, and they started putting PEMF generators in the spacecraft, and it cured that problem. They actually have PEMF generators in the space station, in space suits, inside the space capsules that generate the PEMF fields that the body needs. So the body definitely needs those fields to function properly, and when it's without them, it starts deteriorating very rapidly.
That's fascinating, because what we're talking about then is we're not talking about making something that the body is not used to. We're talking about using these frequencies that the body is accustomed to, but just giving it some more.
Right, that's the whole thing. We're just giving it a little extra push on the PEMF frequencies to resonate our cells, to tune them up, and to actually, I believe what it's doing is putting more energy into the cells, like we described before, the mitochondria, the ATP, and the TMP. All of that is related to high-energy electrons generated through the mitochondria and used throughout the body for energy and healing and all of your bodily functions. So that not only does it improve circulation, microcirculation, but your energy too. And I can say that with the energy mat, laying on that, the full body mat, I have more energy. Definitely have more energy using that than when I don't use it.
We'll be right back. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
The human body is more than 60% water. Your brain and muscles are 75% water. And your blood is 92% water. Water's vital to your body, and alkalizing your water is the key to keep it running at its best. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops keep your entire body healthy, boosts energy, promotes weight loss, and even fights cancer. Call 800-518-7615 or go to alkavision.com to find out more. That's ALKAvision.com.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
KDArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor period, with packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. Why would you go anywhere else? KD offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to KDArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free water purification kit for a limited time with any body armor package. Go to KDArmor.com. That's CATI armor.com. Come and take it.
Are you still looking for that one iodine that you can really trust? A medical doctor endorsed product that is backed by honest research and true integrative science? Then search no further. Go to NutriMedical.com for Dr. Bill Deagle's Nutriodine, proven time and time again to be the very best iodine available for you. Nutriodine is the only Tesla-activated monatomic plasma iodine in the world. It optimizes mitochondrial function and generation of new mitochondria, from totally neutralizing the venom from a desert recluse spider bite in Southern California to eliminating malaria parasites reported by medical missionaries in central India. Dr. Bill's Nutriodine is simply the most powerful healing formula there is. Nutriodine clears the body of all known pathogens, restores it to an alkaline state, and even promotes stem cell regeneration. Order Dr. Bill's Nutriodine today at 888-212-8871 or visit us online at NutriMedical.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Survival and Preparedness Expos, Midwest Homesteaders Survival and Prepper Expo in Christian County. That is October 3rd and 4th. That's this Saturday and Sunday. So that's on the website, usaprepares.com, page number 1. If you're interested in freeze-dried food, bug-out supplies, water purification, that would be in Ozark, Missouri. That's Saturday and Sunday. If you're interested in the one in Kansas City, that's at the KCI Expo Center. That would be October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I'll be at that one with Dr. Richard Allen Miller, Matt Stein, and information for that one is on the website. I'll be teaching a seminar. It ought to be a lot of fun about what to buy, what not to buy for your preparedness and survival. And also, I'll be teaching a seminar on how to pay for your preparedness items with tax deductions. And also the big lies and population elimination. That's what I'll be talking about on Saturday and Sunday at the KCI Expo Center. Both of these expos are listed on page 1 of the website. Sam in St. Louis?
Yes.
You're on with Dr. Norman Shealy and Lou Cassady.
Hey, guys, just wanted to call in. Sorry for being a little late. But, Lou, thank you very much. I appreciate that Lashley coil that you cooked up for her, and it seems to really help. She has stage 4 breast cancer, and apparently over the past 6 to 8 months, the metastasized cancer in her lung and in her lymph nodes are completely disappeared and gone. And they were on the PET scan a couple times, and but the last 2, they're completely gone, and the main original cancer tumor in her right breast is in full retreat. So I really believe that the PEMF had a heck of a lot to do with it. The doctor, the oncologist himself, says that she has exceeded every expectation, that they took her out, do not need any mastectomy surgery or any other further surgery, and that the last visit we went to the doctor said that it was Lou, what did he say? He said it was a dramatic response.
And was that the only treatment?
The tamoxifen, and she was on Lupron shots for a while to shut down the estrogen production in her body, and the PEMF device. Also, she has been juicing quite a bit and taking supplements, but that's all the so-called chemotherapy was the tamoxifen and Lupron. And I really, I don't think the doctor believes that his medications did that. The way his eyes and the smile he had on his face when he said a dramatic response and exceeded all his expectations, he was flabbergasted he couldn't believe himself. Now, he didn't say that, but his facial expression and the tone of his voice said it was just, he couldn't believe it.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
I have a lot of faith and prayer in the Lord, and I believe Yeshua had a little bit to do with it also. Quite a bit, actually. Allowed that PEMF to work and get through. So, Lou, dude, I really appreciate it, and I'll never be able to pay you back.
Well, I'm glad it helped. And that the coil she used, we named it after her, the Lashley coil, because that's the one she thought was helping her.
Sam, thank you so much for calling in. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Well, thank you. As I said, I honestly believe that pulse electromagnetic field therapy is one of the best and safest.
Dr. Norman Shealy is with us. Les in Washington State. Do you have a comment that you can complete in 15 seconds?
Well, real quick, Vincent, I was just curious what Norman could suggest. I'm going to see a surgeon today on consultation of what I should do, what kind of questions I can ask him to be safe while I'm under the knife.
When are you going under the knife?
I don't have a date.
Okay, call back next Wednesday, okay?
Or send me an email, and I'll be happy to answer it by email, norm@normshealy.com.
There you go, norm@normshealy.com. Dr. Shealy, thanks so much. Lou Cassady, thanks so much. By now you know that usaprepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.